Good afternoon or morning, depends on when you have my class. This is going to be your homework help video for angles. So make sure you pay attention so that you understand what you're supposed to be doing and you can see exactly how to work the problems. Notice on the first page for supplementary angles, it's even problems only. So you only have to do problems like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. If you want to do all of them, I mean, go for it. That's all you, but you do not have to do all of them. So I'm going to work a couple of odd problems so that I'm not getting into your homework, but so that you have something to compare it to. So number one, we're looking for supplementary angles. Remember, supplementary angles have a sum of 180 degrees. So we're looking for what number can I add to 55 to make it 180. So I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to subtract 180 minus 55. So I need to regroup. 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So this one's going to be 125 degrees. Okay? So then let's look at number 3. We're looking for a sum of 180 again. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go 180 minus 85. So I need to regroup. Let's see. That's going to become 7. 10 minus 5 is 5. Uh-oh. Got to regroup again. 17 minus 8 is 9. So this is going to be 95 degrees. You have to show your work. I will not accept this assignment from you, and I will not give you full credit on your homework if you do not show your work on this. So you guys can handle doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 on this assignment. Remember, supplementary have a sum of 180 degrees. That's your key here. Now, for the back. Once again, you're doing even problems only, but instead of supplementary, we are finding complementary. What you have to remember about complementary is they have a sum of 90 degrees. So you may want to write that up here, sum of 90 degrees. So again, you're only doing even, so you have 2, 4, 6, and 8. I'm going to work 1 and 3 with you. So what we want to know is if this angle measures 75 degrees, what does this one have to equal? Well, let's go over here off to the side and figure it out. So 90 minus 75, we borrow, 10 minus 5 is 5, 8 minus 7 is 1, so this is going to equal 15 degrees. Sorry if you can hear the train in the background. I didn't know it was going to be running this late, or I wouldn't have been making this video. I would do it somewhere else or at a different time. So if you hear it in the background, sorry, hopefully it's not too distracting for you. So for number 3, we've got another 90-degree angle. So we're looking for what is the complement. So we had to figure out what can we add to 29 that's going to give us 90. So let's come over here and subtract 90 minus 29. So we need to regroup with our 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. So this one is going to be 61 degrees. Now what you need to be really careful of is your subtraction. You don't want to make a silly mistake, and you want to make sure that your number makes sense. If you were to get, 161, it wouldn't really make sense here. So you have to make sure that your answers are reasonable. And just because you work it out one time or you type into the calculator doesn't mean that it's always right. We make mistakes, so you need to make sure that your answers are reasonable so that you don't lose points on a silly mistake. Again, you must show your work. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. You will show your work. Alright. For angles practice, this is our last set of pages. It is multiple pages, but as you see, everything's kind of big, so it spreads out and takes up a lot of space. So let's look at number 1 together. It says if the measure of angle 1 is 55 degrees, fill in all the other angle measures. So you're going to have to actually write in all of these. Now, what you have to remember, vertical angles are equivalent. So 1, 3, 5, and 7 are all equal. So if we know that angle 1 is 55 degrees, then angle 3 is 55 degrees, 5 is 55 degrees, and 7 is 55 degrees. Well, since these make a straight line right here, and these make a straight line this way, these are also going to be vertical angles. So 2 and 4 are equivalent, and 6 and 8 are equivalent. So 2, 4, 6, 8 are equal, and 1, 3, 5, 7 are equal. So we know if a straight line is 180, we can figure out what angle 2 is, and when we know angle 2, we also know the other ones. So we're going to come to the side. We have 180 minus 55. So let's regroup. Let's see, 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 1 minus 0 is 1. So now we know angle 2 is 125 degrees. Once again, vertical angles are equivalent. So if 2 is 125, that means 4 is 125. If 4 is 125, that means 6 is 125. And if 6 is 125, that means that 8 is 125. So that's it. You just need to go through and fill them all in. You're doing the same thing on number 2. It says that the measure of angle TR, okay, that's right here, TR is 120 degrees. Fill in the other angle measures. So you need to go through and fill them in. Remember, your vertical angles are equivalent. So this one is the same as this one. These two are also equivalent, okay? And that means that this one and this one and this one and this one are vertical and also equivalent. So you need to go through and answer the rest of these. Some you're filling in the answers like this one. Others you're just figuring out the answer to one. So they're telling us if angle 5 is 128 degrees, what is the measure of angle 3? Well, it is not equivalent to 5, so we know we just need to subtract. So we're going to go 180 minus 128. Let's regroup. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. So angle 3 is going to be 52 degrees. Okay? So the rest is going to be up to you. Remember, you have other videos that could help you. Make sure you get everything completed. Your homework is due on Thursday, just like usual. Make sure you get it all finished. These shouldn't be too horribly painful or time-consuming for you. If they are, make sure you come in for tutoring. Make sure you request a workshop so that you can get the help you need. So, good luck, and let me know if you need anything.